Hello, my name is Skylar Palermo, and I'm here to discuss the controversial topic between using electronical umpires during Major League Baseball games. Now, as a baseball traditionalist, I personally hate this idea, and I believe many athletes and people who are true fans of the sport also agree. However, there's a big controversy going into today's game as technology is advancing as to why we shouldn't use electronical umpires. Now, the issue is for over 200 years now, baseball has been played using the same size field, the same general principles of the game, including the umpires who are a part of the game. Now, according to Major League Baseball, currently there are less than 100 umpires employed by Major League Baseball currently umpiring in the majors. And the issue is mostly balls and strikes, also other calls, safes, out, home run, foul ball, things of that nature. And Major League Baseball has taken a look into potentially using some sort of new technology into making sure these calls get right. However, part of the game is adversity, battling through bad calls, battling through incorrect calls. The game moves at a fast pace, and sometimes humans make mistakes. I mean, baseball's a game of failure. If you succeed 3 out of 10 times, you have a good chance of going to the Hall of Fame. So my argument is, I think the game needs to stay the same. As a traditionalist, especially a lover of the sport, things tend to be tend to work themselves out. Things usually don't go a certain way for a certain team. Things certainly don't take one team over the other. I think electronically it would make the game maybe more fair, but potentially make the game longer, and the game is already long. Um, Also, there's potential for even more arguments because who, most baseball traditionalists aren't going to necessarily trust the technology. Major League Baseball has actually debated on using this technology recently, including in the 2016 Major League All Star game. Commissioner Rob Manfred said that he was not opposed to the idea. He was just concerned about the technology and its accuracy because, the strike zone varies depending on each player. Typically the strike zone is from knees to letters, maybe armpits, but there's a general strike zone, and each player is a different size. Each pitch has a different spin. Each player has a different way they stand. Each ballpark has a different way the light hits the plate. There's too many variables, in my personal opinion, for an electronical umpire to do the job sufficiently. Not to mention the time it may take to, a pitch comes, check the screen, the monitor, whatever it may be, and then relay that information to the umpire who's technically making the call. Personally, I think it'll slow the game down. Personally, I think it'll make the game a little less interesting because sometimes adversity makes things a little more fun. It makes things, it makes it a battle, it makes it a grind, and this is a game. We're trying to win. It's 162 games played in a season, and one call may or may make a difference between going to the playoffs versus not going to the playoffs. Personally, I am all for keeping baseball exactly the same. I do not think technology and electronics are going to influence the game enough to make it different. And personally, I believe that Major League Baseball should continue to be a traditionalist sport, including being America's pastime, and I don't think things need to change. So, thank you.